What's going on, XCFL? It's your boy Regan, and it is the best day of the year. It is draft day. Comes around only about once a month, and in here today we have Josh, Nick, and your number one overall pick, Jared. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Living the
Someone's
dream,
got
dog.
someone's got to turn off their echo they got going on in the
Jared.
background. Yeah, it's Jared for sure.
Jared.
I turned it off. Yeah, I got you. Man, I'm doing what I can.
It's not good enough.
All right, don't make the first pick yet, Jared.
No, I got you, dude. I will.
I'm
I'll
just
let
saying,
you-
I'm starting the draft. Hold on.
No, you're fine.
All right, we got an interesting pick. Our interesting draft this year. Nothing new here with Jared and Boone at the top. But then after those two, we see the Bucks. We see the Bucks, the Panthers, and the Cardinals.
Bums.
So, why are we echoing here? Am I the only one that hears that?
Jared,
Yeah.
cute lineup.
I think, Jared, if you can get like headphones or something, or like put it up to your ear, that would help a lot.
I just
Or just
disconnected
leave.
him. I disconnected him just to see if it was him. Yep, it's definitely him. We'll see if he can figure out he can come back. If not, not a big loss. Anyway,
Say how it is.
who do we see the Steelers with going here? Jared. I'm gonna go ahead and start the draft. We'll just talk as we go. But Josh, go ahead. Any predictions for the number one overall pick?
Arthur Mays, cornerback.
I think you're right there. He seems to be the head over heels best player in the draft. I think.
Yeah.
He's not the corner Jack took last year at 2, who was an
No.
absolute monster, but he's pretty close. And with the variance in speed, the ratings, you never really know what the 4.45 could end up. You know, it could. Hopefully, he knows he can pick.
Are you going to stream up on the YouTube?
Yeah.
No, you got to put my stream up. You just have the picture up.
You just have the draft logo.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to. All right, it's good now. I had to like tweak it a little bit, but it should be good.
Yeah, his combine
Already-
is amazing, and his coverage. But yeah,
and
it's
he
just the
did-
speed.
He did go with him. He's 22, which towards this end of the cycle, it really doesn't matter. But still, the younger, the quicker they dev. So, what do you call it? 76 overall? I can't see yellow on yellow.
75.
75, yeah. We got Boone on the. I mean, that running back, is this where we see the running back go?
Wait, does Boone run the football? I didn't know he did that.
He did when he won a Super Bowl.
Boone puts in chat. Welcome to the club.
This is one of those drafts that we don't really know. Jamison Bryant, had the top, pretty much the top combine for all running backs. Jared said my whole Discord messed up. All right, well,
His whole
See you later.
Discord.
See you.
Plot twist: you accidentally booted him from the Discord.
outside of the running back, I mean, a couple pass rushers. The receiver, the 6'6" wide receiver, Will Carroll out of South Carolina. He didn't run that great of a 4.55. Boone's pretty much set at receivers.
We have
Because
a
he's been
star-studded cast here in the YouTube chat. We
good
got
call.
Robert, Sean, Jared, Wings. Congrats to Wings, by the way, on the Super Bowl win. That was huge. Very early.
It's good
Nick,
to
is
see
that
someone
the
new
earliest?
get it
Yeah,
with
it
the new
was.
team.
It was. Do we give? Are we gonna give Brian
I
the? Or
think-
not Brian, but are we gonna give Brent the assist on the team build, or what's the?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
he did go with the running back, 77 overall at Oklahoma.
Well, if Boone picked him, he's gonna be trash. So
Oh, that's so sad.
Here's the problem, though. How do you continue to dev your rookie quarterback? Yeah, I'm booting you, Jared. Sorry, you sound like. How do you continue to dev Tipton, who hasn't his only star dev, and a rookie running back at the same time? That's difficult.
Have to get some good halfback passing plays in there, get him some receptions, halfback screens and stuff. But
Yeah, but even then, but that's still tricky because you got to be in the top 4 and 5. Kylo goes
his-
at the defensive end.
his
Kenny
quarterback-
Arrington
sorry.
out of Kentucky. Where do we see Brian go? He traded 2 picks to get up to number 4 in a really cheap deal. Actually, I'm surprised because AirV Brian probably went the
Oh,
yeah,
fastest.
pass
He
rusher.
wanted a right outside linebacker, maybe Harold Landry's possible replacement. Now we got Wings on the clock. So that's three NFC big dogs with picks in a row here in the top 5. Wings, I don't know what he needs. He just got Aaron Donald. He has a nice defensive line. He doesn't need receivers. I don't really know. Best player available. It's one of those. You could go corner. I don't know if there's one worth taking at 5, but
I do like the cornerback Ash. I think he looks really good.
I think that's probably his best bet because he doesn't really have any needs. It's kind of a nice situation to be in. Hidden dev for Brian. Hidden dev for we got no stats though. Just where's who'd you say cornerback Ash? I'll go. Oh, he made his pick. Yeah, he did go Darian Ash out of Oregon.
That's a good
The
pick.
Duck.
That would have been a hard one to pass up, I think, if you're Jared trying to double down at the position for corner. I know Jared was looking to trade Jalen Ramsey somehow. I mean, he got a great deal for him, but
if he didn't have any success with Ramsey and Humphrey, why would he go draft 2 rookies and hope for anything different? At that point, I think it's a user error, not your players. That I can't see. Kylo's looks pretty good. It's lots of green in there, but I can't quite see. Box is not drafting. Is that? Can someone tell me who I get? Is that what he just posted? We'll skip him.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I think
let me double check that just so I don't ruin someone's night. He didn't respond, so
so. He's just putting now. So what did I get?
Dun, dun, dun.
Pick. You got Will
Kicker.
Carroll, the wide receiver.
Yeah, big 6'6" baller. He looks good.
I'm wondering. Wonder what his speed is. He has 2 good receivers in that stupid guy he drafted last year. That was a complete bum. Ooh, Quan Hilton.
The defensive tackle.
Yeah, the best rated
Jared goes defense twice. What is Sean? Sean, after what started off a tremendous season, but quickly was disrailed when he had a few losses, a couple interesting messages, and then it resulted in a Patrick Mahomes 8-9 game suspension.
Mental breakdown.
It was a midlife crisis, whatever you want to call it. But we'll see what he goes with. He's got a rebound. He normally is not picking higher than 8, so this is still a good season for him. By the way, hope everyone is staying safe out there with the coronavirus.
Whoa, scatter!
That is not funny. No joking.
You can't get it down the microphone, but
I hope not. How's it looking over there, Josh? How are you guys holding up in good old England?
same as you guys. All the
People buying all the toilet
people stuff
paper
have
up.
gone. Yeah, all the crumpets are off the shelves.
Not the crumpets.
Yeah,
All the tea bags are gone.
see, we'll send you some of
Anarchy.
that. We'll just swap some good stuff. I'll send you some tea bags. Well, it sounds bad. I'll send you some tea.
Whoa, easy.
Whoa.
We're a family show.
Nike
We're a
keep that.
family show.
You probably send me some like Reese's and donuts and whatever Americans eat, cheeseburgers and stuff.
That's probably pretty accurate.
All right, who do
He
you
goes
take?
with Brendan Dunsmore, the defensive end out of South Carolina. Regan's on
that
the
pick.
clock.
I like
It's
that.
the boy
pick.
Reeves pick now.
Boone said he's going to cheese with the halfback angle. Pride says Air V got fleeced. Boone says,
He
what's
got
up?
fleeced. He did, kind of.
His JMO, Jared doesn't know technology, no good.
It's terrible. All right,
Jared
so
does.
I think I'm
So
gonna
Wings'
do it.
corner is pretty good. 93 speed, 90 excel. Jared's corner, 90 speed, 91 excel. And Wings might have got the better player here.
What are the
No.
chances that Sergio Peterson? What's the chances that this corner, this 22-year-old, what are the chances that he's just a complete and total bust?
What's his?
If
He's
you
got
get-
4.51.
No,
That's hit or miss, dude.
He'll be decent with his with the 3-cone and shuttle. He'll probably be like 88, 89 speed. But his excel should be good. It kind of makes up for it. I think you're good to go if you really if you need a
6'1" as
corner.
Oh,
Yeah,
I need
he's tall. Who are you deciding
I
between?
think
I
you should
need
get
a
another
pass
running back.
rusher. Do you
Get
think I
that.
should get
Get
the
Mac Beal.
Tyrone? Nah, dude. I fucking suck at drafting pass rushers. I'm not even gonna fuck with it.
I'd go Matthew
it's a family
Baldwin, the
show.
center
Probably
out of
should say
Georgia for sure.
For sure, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a baller. Let's go. Number 3
Ooh.
in true talent, Sergio Peterson. What's his
77.
speed? Oh no, his speed is 88 overall. That's great. Oh, that
That's not
hurts.
bad. What's the Excel?
I'm just kidding. It's 91. 94 acceleration, 90 agility, man coverage, 78 out of the box, press, 78 out of the box.
Doss goes with J.J.
Oh,
Sweat, the defensive end out of Utah State, 71 overall.
well, hopefully that corner can cover for 20 years because I don't have a pass rusher. So I got a great secondary this year, but man, like losing Aaron Donald was a B and a half.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
No, no, it is not.
It's a
And
bit silly of you.
now he's back in the NFC West. Thanks.
Yeah, have fun with that, bud.
Appreciate you.
I call it the Baker rule. I want to thank Tosh for cheesing with Baker Mayfield's contracts in order for me to not be able to tag Aaron Donald twice. Cheers to that. I'm just kidding, Tosh.
Cheers, mate.
No, I was the one. It's hilarious because I was the one that raised the biggest ruckus about it. So like, it kind of came around to bite me in the ass because I was the one that's sitting there like, Tosh is totally like I was ratting him out and like bitching in Maine.
Snitch.
So I was
Snitches
snitching
get
hard. I
stitches.
did, yeah. And so
Oh,
this is
there
my
he is
penance.
drafting. Okay, good. I didn't know.
And then
Texans
you
are
You
on.
can,
That's
ruined it.
Chad,
you can
right?
absolutely, yes, you can absolutely skip that, man.
He might never be back. Dudley Luther, 68 overall defensive tackle.
Dude, what if Chad just gets super rich down there in wherever it is that he's at, like the Bahamas or something? Would that not be
I
hilarious?
mean, he's
You
never
can
coming
buy us an
back. So
XCFL mansion.
never coming back. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he drops us he gets like top 10 richest people alive and drops us a mention. Like, hey, I got my start in the XCFL. That's probably what's getting him all the ladies down there in the Bahamas. He just drops the mention like, yeah, I play in the XCFL.
You might have heard of us on Twitter.
You might have, yeah. Got the
Ooh,
Texans.
we got Mr. Robert on the clock.
The one and only.
Dallas Henderson, the white tight end, the classic Rob move.
There are
Dallas
some good tight ends. I
San
did like the tight
Diego
ends.
State. Let's see if Hawkeye goes. He's probably going to go with the running back. He's ready to replace Mixon, even though he has Wilkerson. Hawkeye's had quite an interesting cycle. But that Mac Beal, what do we think about Mac Beal? 4.52, 21 years old, A trucking, A- carrying, A- break tackle, number one bench press reps.
Ooh,
Who do you go
that's
with?
exactly who he went with, Mac Beal.
Yep. He loves his running backs, man.
And he loves
So
his power
according
running
to
game.
announcements, Mr. Sally should be drafting. But Jags isn't,
excuse me.
Saints isn't, Dolphins isn't.
He
Jeez.
is the Mr. Sally. It's kind of like the Ohio State University. You can't say Ohio State. You got to say the Ohio State,
Robert said Kittle on the block if you want him back, Nick.
Kittle on the block.
Yeah, for a 7.
Don't let your pride get in the way of a good trade.
I don't use tight ends.
Yeah, I didn't either until I had a good tight end. And I was like, holy crap, I got to use tight ends.
Well, now you just cheese at the tight end.
Bro, he's too good. He every single route is elite.
I'm thinking that Sally's not here. Sally, you alive, brother?
Blink
Sally.
twice if you can hear us.
So let's talk about this. What do we think about Wing's playoff run? He goes through first round. He takes out.
I'd like to thank Brent for building such a great roster for a
Who did he
for a
take out first
waitlister.
round? Kylo was second round. Jack.
Yeah.
Who's the
And then
4
Tosh.
seed?
It was like,
Who's the 4 seed? I played Van. He played Pride. No, he played Van. I played Pride. He beat Van, Kylo, Jack, Tosh.
I mean, if you give a crap about the rankings, he beat number 1, number 2, and number 9 on the user ranks. So, I mean, he kind of beat XCFL royalty there at the end, beating Jack. But Jack had a hand behind his Jack had a hand tied behind his back. Yeah, just ignore my words. I don't think that Jack was really playing 100% because if you're playing with lag, you can't really pass. And Jack's offense was 90%. Not 90% obviously because that's a rule break, but it was a lot of pass heavy, which is very different from his previous years.
He well, I think Garoppolo went down a little bit. Wasn't the same player. It was definitely an interesting run, but it was a heck of a run. I
Yeah,
just like
it
to
was.
mention I'm 2-0 against Wings, so
So
probably would have
technically, you're
been
the
my
Super Bowl
Super
champion,
Bowl.
right?
Yeah, I think I'm undefeated against Tosh and undefeated against Wings, so I think I am the Super Bowl champion this year.
Sounds about right.
I think it's as simple as
About
it
as
gets.
close as you're going to get, Nick, by
I
looks on
think
it.
you're
Closest
probably
you're
right.
gonna.
You're probably right. Prince is not here.
Yeah, Nick,
NWS is here.
I'm kind of
What?
surprised. What happened this cycle? Like, you had the Packers, and then we thought like you got Taj Beverly, and we're like, great, it's gonna be Barry Brooks 2.0. What was
Oh no,
the?
I mean the NFC is just really it's hard. The NFC is harder than the AFC. It's what I've said all along. The AFC is deeper, but playoff time when it comes, the NFC is so much more difficult. No offense to guys like
Mm,
Higgy and Hammer and Chad,
Whoa,
but
did you just
it's
throw
not
Chad in that
Jack and
conversation?
Brian. It's no different than the route like it's just how it is. I'm not trying to insult anybody.
You can't throw
You guys get
Chad
to
into the
play.
conversation.
You get to play people like Regan and Chad in the playoffs, where it's just a lot easier than having to play Jack, Pride, even Van.
ooh.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
playoff
But
football is a different breed, man.
the years I probably had a shot, I lost to Jack, and then this year when really, I think I had my best shot this year. I blew it. I blew it against Pride, but who knows? Nothing guarantees that I get there. So I just think this was probably the best year I had, best chance I had. Now my team stinks, so I'm in big trouble. But
You're doing what
You'll
I did
still
last
beat Boone,
cycle as
don't
the
worry.
Falcons and just bottling it.
You'll
oh
still
no,
beat
you had the
Boone
best
twice.
roster
Exactly.
last cycle. The
No, no, no,
49ers
no.
wasn't a good roster to start.
No, no, no.
Yeah, the Falcons were the best managed team of all
Oh,
time,
Evie took my pick.
other
Now,
than the Browns.
now, Josh, I'm
Is there
curious.
redrafting?
Yeah.
I'm curious, Josh. Like, what do you think? And I know I've heard Nick's opinion on this, but I'd be curious to hear Josh's opinion on it. Like, usually when you get to the end of the cycle, you're getting close. Like, we're not to the end per se, but we're definitely in the last haul. This draft class will probably be the last class that actually gets to the end of their rookie deal. Why do you think that we're seeing less trades, even though it's the end of the cycle? I feel like we only had what 3 trades through
Well,
24
then
hours of off
let him
season.
make his pick before
Yeah,
he.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
sorry.
He's on the clock. Yeah.
trying to think of two things at once,
But
but
my opinion on that would be just the fact that it's so difficult to find value for if you're trying to trade your pick for players, people
Mm-hmm.
don't want to give up their already developed players,
Yeah.
but you don't want to trade your pick for different picks because it's really hard to find proper value unless you're
Mm-hmm.
trading player for player or a later pick for a player or something.
Yeah.
Because it's even hard for guys that are say like 80 overall older guys. You want to get rid of them, but it's like why would I trade this guy for a third round pick that I'll never see happen?
Exactly.
Or
Like,
keep my guy and just use
yeah.
him for 2 more seasons, and who cares? So it's really tough to work out trades
But
at
see,
this point.
I find that funny though because especially this
wow.
season, I think that this
Whoa,
cycle.
nice
What did Josh do? Did he do something good?
offensive
boy.
lineman.
Oh, all
The
right.
Over
best
Good.
6'8",
6'8", 340
Brody,
pounder.
you do like your thick boys. There's a thick boy right there.
dude. I don't know what I'm doing here. I didn't even look at any of this because I'm up on the clock here.
Oh, you
Or
want
I'm
me
up
to
next.
I can get you off.
You can
the
hide it. Go
screen.
ahead.
Yeah.
Not tight end. Uh-oh. I don't really know what to do. There's not a single player I want.
Apparently, the guy I drafted was #1 in true talent. Apparently,
I think he was. He had the best grade so far.
Who was number 2?
Regan, I agree. I think people stop trading now because I think the value of first obviously going down, and a lot of people don't want to trade people for first that are like average players. I find now,
Yeah.
especially for someone like us, I suppose that look like they're going towards the playoffs or nearing in about, so that people don't want your first round pick. So it gets harder to trade it, and the draft seems to be less effective this cycle than last cycle.
I get
So
that.
it's
And
just hard.
I would agree potentially. However, to me, the biggest thing that is different about this cycle is the dev upgrade goals. With a dev upgrade goal, a guy can get 20,000 XP, and all of a sudden, surprise, you've got a 75 overall player that can contribute in his rookie year at 20 years old. So I think that, at the same time as the draft will be, I can understand that there's the whole like bird in the hand versus bird in the bush, 2 in the bush.
So good. Here.
But
What?
Exactly. Oh, this fucking guy. Bird in the hand, bird in the bush. This fucking guy.
Yeah.
Who did he just take left tackle? Who
Yeah,
did
left
Rob
tackle.
take?
Rob took the I don't know. I didn't see. Oh, it
Tight
was
end.
some
He already went.
74
No, he had
overall.
another pick. He didn't go back
Yeah,
to back.
no.
Do I go with Ron? Dude, Ron Fleming's kind of a beast, but he ran a 4.7. I don't want him.
Let me look at the
Except
transactions.
that would be the smart pick.
He
The
got
dumb pick is
he got an
the dumb
offensive
pick is
lineman.
probably just taking this wide receiver that I'm probably going to take when I don't
Don't
need
do
one
it.
at all.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I
Dude,
mean, I'd
4.7
rather
might be
get it
81, 82 speed. You never know.
sick. That's slow.
Dude, the best tight end in the XCFL has 83 speed, so you know, just
That's slow.
use that. Use that for whatever, you know. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I'm probably
My
just going to
analogies
take.
aren't working today. Somebody trade me an analogy. I need those.
You do desperately. Did Rob take a wide receiver?
No, he took a fucking offensive lineman.
Rob did or not? No,
Yes,
that was what's his name?
No,
just
Rob
our
took an
spot.
offensive. It went. Josh took an offensive lineman. Rob took an offensive lineman, and then whoever else, Lions, Aries took an offensive lineman. Three
Well,
offensive
why is my
linemen
wide
went through.
receiver I was going to take not here? Oh, whatever. I'm taking this guy. Fuck it.
So how about? I'm curious. What do you guys think about the whole? I did not even know there was a max bid in free agency. I didn't know you could just go 20-20,
Oh,
20
yeah.
million, 20 million. So that changes a lot of guys. You know, maybe outlook on free agency as we start getting
Ooh.
closer.
All right, you're good.
Is he a baller?
Hidden dev tight end. Let's go.
Oh, tough. What's his speed?
80 speed, 84 excel, 80 catching. Oh yeah, he's good to go. Okay.
Happy days.
I hope he's X Factor. Then I'm gonna trade him.
Ron Fleming.
This is why you don't win any Super Bowls, Nick.
What do you mean? I can't hear over my rings. My rings clanking.
Oh, you want to talk about rings? You want to talk about rings? This man here, Josh. Josh alone has what? Is that your fifth ring? Fourth?
4.
Four. Wow.
Oh, Sean wanted the tight end. Sorry, Sean. I didn't even want him. I was gonna take some receiver and just
I can
try
hear
to dab him
Sean
up, but
screeching here across the Mississippi.
Nick, when are you going to make XFL rings that you can send out to us with all your money that you're sitting on?
oh, now you might get the coronavirus if I send it out. So I
For
don't
real.
know.
Just don't lick it before you send it. You'll be all right.
Well, see, I want to send out cool stuff, but I don't know, like, oh, JMO took my guy, fucking guy.
Of course.
I just as long as I don't, if people would actually like want, who's gonna wear an XCFL shirt, Where are you gonna wear an XCFL shirt?
Me
or something
all
like
the
that?
time.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd wear it to work.
Sean just
Yeah,
I'd wear it when
that's
I'm
pretty
making
funny.
love.
Did
I
you see
just
what
don't
Sean
wanna-
said in the YouTube chat, Nick?
I took his guy.
No, he said Regan talks like a 22-year-old grandpa.
That's probably true.
Because I'll get halfway through a sentence and like get Alzheimer's and forget exactly what the fuck I was saying. I was like,
It's like the bird in the bush or the bird in the hand.
you got a bird in the bush, and bird in the hand. You third.
What? All right, granddad.
Hey,
Granddad.
Boone's running back's pretty good. 91
What's the
speed,
speed?
91 excel, 93 agility, but I think he's normal dev.
What was the speed of the Bengals running back? I'm curious. I want to go. I'll actually go through. And
91, 91.
What I'll go ahead and do is go through the draft picks and pull up some photos, and we can talk about them if they're good photos.
I need to know.
I put my thick boy in there.
All right, so we got Jamison Bryan up here. Jamison Bryan, 91 speed, 91 excel, 93 agility. That is really nice out of the gate. He will jump probably, get probably 95, 96 agility eventually. Got a good elusiveness, 82 elusiveness, good juke move, good ball carrier vision.
But I'm thinking, Boone, is he normal dev? I don't see flexing or anything.
Yeah, he looks pretty vanilla, dude. Like, look at his face. He's kind of just.
Boone's the
He
king
knows.
of drafting normal dev, dude. Oh, and Hawkeye reaches on a tight end after I took his, and he fails miserably.
Oof.
Oof.
Big oof. Drop an oof in chat. Let's see. Pearson.
Hashtag oof.
Oh, a safety. We'll take a look at Air V's safety. It looks like he's a hidden dev. I do miss, man. I miss the wheel. The wheel was a huge L this year. I'm looking forward to getting back to that next season.
Oh yeah, we'll have the game back. We'll have all of it going.
I miss giving
Why,
free
why not
dev
this year?
traits to people, like
We just
Junebug.
too late in the process to make the rosters and get it all set before, and then by the time we were already there and we were gonna do it, the draft class disappeared because the playoff started, so we were kind of screwed. So
I blame Grizz.
90. Yeah, I blame Grizz as well. He did offer to help still though, so
He
we
did.
can still use him. So, but Higgy should be getting the setup. It sounds like so he can be captured off his Xbox, so that's good. But how many picks does Boone have in the first round, dude? Is this his first or second? Oh yeah, he has his and Jack's pick. Boone always has Jack's pick.
I feel like he had an earlier pick though. Like I thought we were
He had
saying,
he had
didn't he
his
have?
running back.
Yeah, he had the first.
Yeah, he had second and 66 overall normal tight end for Bengals.
That hurts. What's his? I wonder if his speed's
89.
any good. Because if his speed's good, I mean, we've seen with Jared. Jared takes bum tight ends and turns them into gods. That's what mine is.
Oh yeah, tight ends all you need is speed and maybe a little catch in traffic, in my opinion.
Mine's the Jared special. I took Jared's X Factor tight end because he's like, I'll make a new one by next season. And sure enough, he got like a superstar tight end by next season. So he's the tight end factory over there.
Tosh on the clock.
Now Tosh is in an interesting position. His team is getting older. He had like no cap space. Losing the Wings in the Super Bowl, I know that hurts. You don't want to come in and let a new guy come in and beat you. But I mean, Tosh has had an awesome run. Where do you guys think he's going to go here?
So. I think he's done pretty well. Whoops, wrong thing. I think he's done pretty well actually changing, kind of flipping over from an older roster to developing some younger talent.
Like Mr. Wright, his halfback, very nice.
Yeah, his halfbacks. He did it with a couple of receivers. He did trade one away for Curtis Samuel, but he kind of he got his roster to get him. It'll get him to the end of the cycle with Greedy, 28 years old. He's got the two running backs. He's got the other upcoming corner in Brett Luther.
Well,
Baker's not going to,
Samuel's a monster, bro. Like
and Samuel's
he did
what,
send
30
away a
or
receiver,
20,
30.
Yeah,
30.
He's so good.
But still, he's going to be good for the rest of the
cycle.
cycle.
But you have Randolph. Yeah, you have the 92, 93 speed guy behind him. I don't think his roster's that old. He has two stud tight ends in Njoku and Benedict. Myles Garrett probably gets you to the end of the cycle ish. I think he's done a good job flipping his roster when it was really old.
Now Wings here on the clock. We cannot say, I got to say, Wings did a great job team building. You did mention how Wings had his playoff run. I think he made a great team, and honestly, he got better this year. He got Aaron Donald in free agency. Free agency is kind of like you give up nothing and get somebody. It's pretty nice how he didn't have to trade for him. He just basically used whatever cap space he had, and now he gets 2 first-round picks. We'll see where he goes here. He doesn't really have many holes except, I guess, on
defense. Corner.
Yep, that's a good pick. We'll see what he looks like.
His team definitely did get better. It helps when you're trading with bracket. Hard not to, but getting Hollywood Brown and giving up the linebacker you just got actually from bracket, Slauson. Which Slauson, the only knock on him is his
X Factor's trash.
X Factor, but I don't mind his X Factor against users who actually play to get their guys in the zone. It's not, because it's the same thing Landon Collins has.
Yeah, but again, have Enforcer for Landon Collins. That helps because this guy, I have it with Devin White. Devin White has the big hitter trait, never hit sticks. So I have to turn on aggressive. It's kind of like Lumberjack.
Wait, Devin White and him both have the same X Factor?
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. But
that kind of sucks. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, but I got 2 great. For me, the superstar abilities matter more for linebackers anyway. I don't ever see. I have no problem because Devin White has that zone out, so he'll make more swats, and then you've got the pick artist guy in Slauson sitting there waiting to pick it off. So hopefully those 2 work well in tandem. I kind of traded CMC, which was. It kind of showed my ignorance that I didn't really have a good plan when I traded for CMC. I think if you make a trade and then trade him away within the first season, like Nick said, it really shows that you don't know what the hell you're doing. or you got a fantastic offer.
But my only opinion on that is that you traded. Oh shit! I'm supposed to pause this. Something happened with their trade. Whoops. VBD messaged me after. We'll see why they try to get that figured out.
I will say,
I think
the Jets just won that trade.
The Jets did win the trade. The only thing I'd say is in the first McCaffrey trade, you completely ripped off. I won't say rape. You ripped off Brian like no other. So I don't. You got him for nothing, and then traded him away for an upgraded linebacker. So that's a good deal for you because you didn't even use him anyway. So it wasn't like you really lost anybody because you never really used him.
Yeah.
And
Tremaine Edmonds was star dev. I tried to get him up to superstar so he wouldn't regress as much going forward, but he's going to be regressing. So the biggest thing I think what Brackett's gambling on is the fact that he can get him up to superstar or X Factor, which, dude, superstar.
Who?
I'm talking
Edmonds?
about Edmonds. Because if Edmonds goes to superstar, he would probably get Enforcer immediately because he's got the run stopper archetype.
He's not getting Edmonds up to.
I mean, he got the guy he just traded, Pearson Godwin.
Not even at 28.
Fun story. Pearson Godwin that VBD just traded for. He has like 80 speed or something as a linebacker. He was on my practice squad at like star dev, and then Brackett brings him in, gets him up to superstar, and now he basically uses him as trade bait to send to VBD to get a pretty nice haul from what we were talking about. You got Ellsworth, he got Tyreek Hill. That's an instant offense for basically almost nothing. You know, I really couldn't understand the move for VBD.
The only issue on Tyreek is no abilities, you know.
True, but I mean he's 95, 96 speed, and again, if Brackett gets I don't think you get dev goals past 30. Have you guys ever seen a dev goal past 30?
I think 28. I think 28's the oldest.
Gotcha.
I think VBD got Godwin's at 28. I believe.
Yeah, I got that for Boykin too. Boykin got up to X Factor at 28. So.
28, 27, one of those. But yeah, I think 29, 30. I don't think.
Well, let's go ahead.
The chat are asking for a guest to interview
let's
about
go ahead.
It
is the second round. If guys wanna, we can go ahead and open it up a spot, and whoever wants.
Yeah,
to
I might actually have to get off here actually, so you guys can they can take my spot, but I might have to run real quick just to get a few things done homework wise because I didn't do anything yesterday, so I'll still be handling the draft, but I might have to hop off, guys. You guys can handle it from here.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Okay.
All righty. Sounds good, fellas. Have a good night, everybody. And thank you for being part of the XCFL. Love you all.
His last name.
Thank God he's gone.
I know, right? Jeez. No. when the cats are away, the mice will play. But yeah, guys, if you want to hop in, come join me in your favorite Euro. No, I'm not talking about Riot. I'm talking about Josh, unfortunately. So maybe second best, but the boys are back in town. I'm hoping everybody's staying safe with the virus or whatever. We got Brackett on the clock. And we got Jared. Jared. Yeah, what's up, man?
Am I still cutting out?
No, it's not that you were cutting out. It's just you have a really, really heavy feedback. It sounds like your phone's on speakerphone. Yeah, it's almost like you either need to use your phone with headphones or something. But I hear myself talking in the background.
Still?
Yeah.
I've been trying to do everything I could.
All right, try it.
It sounds a bit better now.
That does sound, yeah. I don't hear myself anymore, so that's good.
I did it.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, Jared. Well, tell us, what did you think about your draft? You had 2 first-round picks. You got a fantastic deal with trading Humphrey away for what turned out to be number 1 overall, and you got a replacement corner in that package. So your corner room is pretty loaded now. Are you excited about this draft class?
Actually, I am.
And you're on the clock
I wasn't
now.
expecting to get the defensive tackle and the corner. I was thinking I was going to get one of the two and then have to make a decision on a receiver. But with the way the draft worked out, I got both of the players that were at the top of my board. So I'm pretty happy about this.
Good stuff, man. You are on the clock. Just want to let you know. So if you need to go make your pick.
Yeah, I'm picking.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's I think you did a really good job. To me, that trade was one of your better trades of the cycle, and you got basically the number one overall pick for a guy that, in your opinion, was pretty dispensable. So, I think that was a fantastic move. And then you had your pick, so you had two picks in the top 10. Who was your second pick? I didn't see who you got for your second pick there.
I got the defensive tackle that had the
Oh
A
yeah,
minus power.
he was a
Oh, yeah.
monster. What did his power moves end up being?
His power move was like 83 or something like that. I have to go back and look.
Okay, that's pretty tough.
The Yeah, the corner ended up being really nice. If he ends up being a superstar, then we'll be golden for both of them.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I think you got 93 speed. I mean, that might have been. Is that the Jalen Ramsey replacement?
No, I still have Jalen Ramsey. So I was trying to make deals with that or with Jalen Ramsey and the seventh pick. But I couldn't get it worked out to where I felt like I was comfortable in either one of them. But with these two picks, I feel like I made the right decision.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. And you got who'd you pick with the second round?
I took a guard.
Oh, okay, so very not flashy, but Josh does like his thick boys, so I'm sure his mouth was
Yeah.
watering a little bit.
Yeah, that was
Won and lost in the trenches.
he was an 88 or a 70 overall, but I mean, I'll take it. Let me get one more beefy boy up front.
Yeah,
Thick
blocking
boy.
for a trotter who needs no blockers. That man is a freak.
Well, not even just him. I got two X Factor running backs.
Oh wow. Do you still have what's his name?
Yeah, Penny's still an
Yeah,
X
Penny.
Factor, dude, and he still hasn't regressed.
Penny's
Anybody
still
looking for a
rocking.
trade?
Yeah, dude, Trotter's a monster. You know, you getting him and deving him up, he'll be a real good player for you.
Yeah, after the first preseason uh, scenario or training or whatever, he'll be at 85, so he'll get his jukebox back.
Oh, that's tough. That'll be really good. And the fact I do know it doesn't change no matter what. So even if you have even if he has like whatever, like even if he loses it, basically when you go, he has superstar and then has his ability, and then it goes to 85, and it basically like because you know how there's a difference with the 80 overall superstar ability
Yeah.
and the 85, yeah. So it always stays the same. It just means it's hidden, but it will always stay the same. So that is something that's cool. You know for a
Yeah,
fact he's
just
gonna
for
get the
everybody's
juke.
knowledge, you can literally look at Daddy's League. If you hit their thresholds on Superstar or X Factor or whatever, you can see what their abilities are going to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I knew that Trotter was going to have Jukebox literally the sixth game of the season.
Oh, that's whack. So you know when they hit their threshold with confidence, or what are you talking about?
No, once they hit their threshold for like Superstar, if you have 80 overall,
Yeah.
they automatically get an ability or whatnot. But if it's hidden, if you go to Daddy's League, you will automatically see what they're going to get.
Yeah, because
You
it
can
gets
go to
stuck
their
on hidden.
profile and see what they're going to have.
I'm going to go
Okay,
look
I'm
at a
with you.
few of my players now then.
Well, no, Josh, it doesn't work for you.
Oh, right, okay. Sounds about
I
right.
turned it off for you.
It's the Euro lag. You don't get to see until
It's the Euro lag. That's exactly what it is. Thank you, Regan. That's the first time I'll ever agree with you.
first
Second.
and last.
Yeah,
Second,
you're right. It
yeah.
doesn't work for me. I can't see it, so
Yeah,
it's
so if
zero.
you go to their stuff at like if they're still hidden dev, like even if you dev them up, like from normal or whatever, you will still see what their ability is going to be at Daddy's League. So that's how I knew that Tobias was gonna or Trotter, whatever you want to call him, was gonna have Jukebox like at the beginning of last season.
All right. So Jared, since you fixed your stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and keep you in here. We'll go ahead and add fourth slot, and
Thank
whoever else wants to come in, you can just go ahead and hop on in, do your thing. Josh, how's that? You getting a little tired? Is your beer starting to fight back?
No, I've passed that now. I'm over the hump. it was that hour before the draft started that I nearly fell asleep. But
Oh,
I'm
wow.
all right now.
It is like
Probably
it's kind of
left,
that weird like
1 or 2 more.
yeah, just waiting. Who do we have? Oh, we got VBD in here, the two
Oh
rivals.
no!
We got way too much AFC power in here, guys.
Get
We got
out
to
of
chill out.
here! Get out of here!
So what I have to do before anybody else gets on here is Sean wanted me to tell you, Josh. He
Yeah, what's up?
misses you. He said he misses you, and you need to mess.
I miss him too. Bless him.
I think we got VBD trying to talk here. VBD, you need to turn on your speakerphone. I think you're on your like headset mode right now. VBD.
I need to turn on my speakerphone.
Oh, there you go.
We can hear you now.
Oh, he
Yo.
must be listening to the YouTube stream.
Am I?
Alright.
I can hear you fine, so I don't know what Regan's talking about.
No, I don't think he can hear us though. Can you hear us?
Oh, is that better?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're fine with me.
Okay.
And
I
I
know what
mean
he's
that in
doing. I
multiple
think he's
different
pulling
ways.
a van flank. Know what he's doing? He's pulling a van. Van was basically like listening to the YouTube stream and trying to talk to us on the Discord. The Discord is about 30 seconds ahead of the YouTube. So he would basically sit there and answer us like 30 seconds after. All right, VBD. Oh, and
He
he's
didn't
gone.
know how that technology works.
Yeah, he was kind of confuzzled. Oh, we got Kylo in here though. Wow. All right. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Hashtag cat beat my bush.
Okay, listen.
I'm not up.
Yo, did you see that safety you're trying to get? Did
Nope.
you see what team he's on?
He was on my team last year, dickhead.
All right, well, he's not on your team this year.
Wow.
Nothing but
I
love
love
here.
this league. I
V-
love this league.
So Kylo, tell me, who'd you get this year? Who you're proud of your pick, or iffy? What are you thinking?
I'm very proud of my picks. I like the wide receiver I got. Is kind of I don't know if he's a steal yet. Depends if he's SS or even if he's star. I think he's pretty good. 89 speed is whatever, but he's got a really big frame and he's got good spec catch and stuff, so that'll be good. And then I got a really nice pass rusher. I'm pretty sure he's going to be SS at least. So
Nice.
that's exactly
So
what I need.
that's what I want to. That's what I want to talk to you about. That was one of my top 3 in this draft. Your right end that you took, right?
Yeah.
So, what made you take him over some of the other picks that you had?
Well, I think everybody wanted May, and I was like, all right, well, if I don't get May, at least just try and get better pass rush because I don't have anybody with pass rusher abilities on my line. So I figured, I need to get a legitimate edge rusher in the top 5, and he seemed like the best way to go.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because it was May, him, and then the defensive tackle that I took at 7.
Mhm.
Those are my top 3 picks, and I was just wondering how you decided between like the defensive tackle that had the A- or him that had the B+. I think you made the right decision. I really do.
Yeah, I think so too. It's really more just about needs too, because I do have that one defensive tackle, Kelly, who's pretty much a carbon copy, I thought, of the defensive tackle that you ended up taking. So I figured I need edge rush more than anything. So
No, I agree. I think you took the right person. I really do.
thank you.
No, fuck you, Kylo. Eat my bush.
Whoa, hey. Wait,
Hashtag. My bad. I
this
forgot
guy's still salty, huh?
that.
Salty,
Forgot the
eh?
hashtag.
It's okay.
My fault.
It's okay. Regan can't figure out how to use white, so it's fine.
Oh, but we got J-Mo here whiffing in the 2nd round. I don't want to talk about Carolina. J-Mo whiffing in the 2nd round. That's incredible. I hate that guy.
Josh, you're on the clock, by the way, bud.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Oof.
Let me see here. I got a message from
Who do we have?
What was What was May's speed?
90.
90, really?
Yeah, so that's kind of what I figured. So there was a tight end in the last Madden, the very last draft that we did that I took that had 4.45, and he ended up at 80. And so as long as I got 89 or 90 speed, I thought May was the perfect decision for the number 1 pick.
Well, he's definitely, I don't know, just the way his stats look, he definitely looks like he's at least X factor.
I don't know, man. I ran a lot of scenarios, and if they're not over 75, it doesn't look like they get X Factor. He
Really?
could possibly be superstar.
He should be superstar.
So,
early
like
draft
I
prediction.
said, I've done, and this is just me doing like random like scenarios throughout just Madden or whatever.
All right, we got Robert here in chat. Robert, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up, Robert?
Oh my God, that's my favorite.
Yo, Rob.
What's going on?
What's up, buddy?
Man,
How do you feel about your pick?
Yeah, you got a great pick.
You know, I had the tight end planned. I thought I probably better go ahead and get him at 14. I was going to try to wait a little bit longer, but you know, looking for a replacement for Kittle. So Kittle's in his last year, so I gotta get something.
What do you want for Kittle?
You know, I've been taking a few offers here ever since I drafted Dallas Henderson. I know there's a couple interested people, and I'm going to kind of listen and hear. I mean, I don't have to move him. I can certainly run with 2 tight ends, but I'll listen to some offers and see. But more than likely, I'm going to move Kittle by the deadline, if not sooner. So if somebody throws something my way, you know.
Would you trade him in your division to me, Rob? So I can score on you and dance with
He
him.
has coronavirus. Don't listen to him. Just saying.
He's not even answering. That's how much I
Yep.
disrespected him.
Whoa, what'd you say?
Yeah,
What?
he-
Who are you talking to?
Nah, I don't pay attention to you. Rob, so
Yeah, I'm here.
let's talk about your season, man. You went from a really down year to coming back and like crushing it. You beat Regan. Like people put
And Josh.
Regan in the top 10.
No, just Regan. Just beat Regan.
No, he beat Josh too. Josh is higher than me in the top 10.
no.
Josh was in the top 5. He beat
Robert
a top
beat
5
Regan.
We're
user.
not talking about Tosh right now. We're talking about Regan.
No, Josh.
No,
No,
we're
we're
not
talking about you, pal.
We're
Fudge.
talking about Regan.
Oh, great. Trying to get off the shopping block.
So you went from
Thanks,
having a really down year to coming up and competing with when Regan put out the list, 3 or 4 of the big boys on the top 10 list that everybody voted on. What do you think is up for you next year?
Well, I tell you the truth. Here's what happened. About middle. Well, it was kind of about 6 games into the season. I played VBD, and I played my butt off, and he beat me. He had a couple of those forced fumbles, and I came out of that game feeling so confident that I competed with him because I expected him to just tear me a new one. And then the next thing you know, I got on a run there. I played Regan. I mean, obviously he's my mentor. I had success there. I had an
Bent
opportunity.
Regan over, smacked his ass.
Yeah,
Carry on.
He did.
I got Josh in
Student
a
becomes the
matinee
teacher.
game at lunch break,
Matinee.
and I was able to
That's
get that.
hilarious.
And it just built some confidence. But the young Stuart Aiken, the bad boy himself, he led the charge, and he backed up what he said. So we're going to run with him next year. We named him team captain, and we're going to run with him.
All right, Rob. So, secondary question. You just released your best free safety. He dominated the field last year. What's your plan moving forward?
Yeah, I got the Tosh rule got me. Yeah, I did not want to lose him, but I didn't have the funds to pay him. The guy just made out like a bandit. I mean, 40 million, and hats off to him. I'm very happy for him. He did fantastic for us. I think in 2.5 years, I think he had like 25 or 26 interceptions.
Can I pause you for a second and
Sure.
ask you, would you have been as happy for him if he ended up as a Bronco?
You know, that would have been I would have been happy wherever he went. For that guy to make 40 million, it's going to eliminate anybody franchising a safety for the next few years, that's for sure. But
Yeah, absolutely.
Burry's going to step up. I got him in a draft a couple years ago. He's going to step up. He had 5 picks this year. He's gonna step up and take the reins. Haven't really decided on my other safety yet, but we'll see what happens.
Well, Rob, I appreciate the answers, man. I got one more thing for you.
Okay.
Who wins the Super Bowl this year?
Buffalo.
Buffalo wins the Super Bowl. Boys, write it down.
I mean, we turn in the corner. I mean, anybody that comes out of that division, the AFC East, has got a good chance because I'm telling you, that's murderer's row.
I understand.
Murderers for good talent, yeah.
And I really don't like the people that have been on the top of your division. Like, I really don't like them. Especially.
Good job it's only been me like once then. Or twice. Because I know we're best friends.
Across the pond, they have a connection.
Even though you're just like a less important version of your brother, but it's fine.
Okay, that's upsetting.
That is upsetting.
Who said
no love?
Rude.
All right, well, guys,
Sean, I'd love to be here.
I'm gonna jump out and I'm gonna get ready to make his next round pick. But guys, take her easy and thanks for having me.
Yeah, buddy. Appreciate you
Rob.
coming on.
Yeah, absolutely, Rob. Be good, brother.
All righty, thanks, guys.
And that is one of our most loved users in the XCFL, and for good reason.
No, let's be very clear. That's one of our most devious users in the XCFL. He wants everybody to think that he's a good guy, but he's taking over this league. It's happening. Before we know it, Nick's not going to be commish.
He's just going. Yeah, he's bringing the. Oh, that's funny.
He's coming in hot, dude.
Yeah, the revolution. Right? He's the revolutionary. Well, Boone, we do have you in chat. I know you're going to want to say your piece. We've dug through a few shots your way, and I hope you're throwing a few shots down, my friend. How are you doing?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Boone. We're here live at the XCFL draft. Having a great day, man. Having a great day. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Did you get a good lifting today?
Good, mate.
I got some drinks in today at lunch. Just a little bit.
That's all it sounds like, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man. You gotta be well prepped for the draft, you know. And this is a big one because I had to sift through a bunch of meaningless, mediocre talent.
Well, how do you feel about your first pick, dog?
I mean, so this running back is going to be very important because I can't keep Gurley healthy as a main back for longer than fucking 6 weeks. So this running back is extremely important, and I mean, running the ball is what got me to Super Bowl the first time, and I just need somebody worth a damn back there to make people not sit in fucking zone all goddamn game.
No, dude, I agree. So Nick made a comment about you're taking the halfback in the first round. You say Gurley gets hurt all the time?
Gurley hasn't had a full healthy season since the Super Bowl.
So when I called you to win the Super Bowl, that was the last time. I just want to make it clear that I called you to win that Super Bowl.
Well, I certainly hope you're smart enough to pick me this year because I'm trying to tell you, these boys are going to be real. I got TJ Watt out here now. This is going to be real.
Yeah. Oh, even better. You pulled him from Brian's. You pried him from Brian's hands. That was a beautiful move. We all
absolutely.
I got like.
He didn't want to play for Brian. He called me. Look, I picked him up because I got a phone call at 8 a.m, and he said, "Coach Boone." I said, "What's up, TJ?" He said, "Please Please don't make
Come
me play for
get
that
me.
blithering idiot. I can't do it. He doesn't have the mental strength to coach me. I can't do it. Please don't make my career rot in Carolina. I don't want to live in Boone County with him. He's gonna drag me out there, and there's nothing there but desolate land and fucking vacant areas. I don't want it. I said, I got you, brother. So I went ahead. I pulled off Donald. It helped that Jack paid the living crap out of Donald or whoever got him wings. Donald's contract was like 180, and that's just not fair. I said, you know what, it's fine. I'm gonna just go ahead after him. We're gonna take T.J. Watt. We're gonna bolster this linebacker core that's been so weak in my week. I like what we have going on. I got corners that can run man all damn game, all of them, 90 overall corners as far as the man is concerned. We're good there. So it's gonna be a fun year, man. I can't wait, and I got receivers for days.
All right, so out of everything that you can possibly plan for in a season, right? So you have wings, you have Nick, and then you have the new Seattle owner. What is your biggest problem moving towards the playoffs this?
My biggest problem moving towards the playoffs is going to be being consistent on defense, because a lot of it is picking the right play at the right time. And even though you may know your opponent, if you pick a certain play and he picks a different play, you just happen to pick wrong, it could end up in a touchdown going, in one play. And you're just sitting there like, shit. You can call an almost perfect play, an almost perfect game. But if you make one wrong play call and you both don't make mistakes out of that, you can end up giving up the game off of one single mistake just because you got the wrong play call. So I have to be consistent on defense and hiding what I'm doing and being aggressive at the same time.
I like it.
That's great stuff, Boone.
Yeah,
I
man,
think
good time, good time. So,
favorite
fellas,
part
let me ask
of
y'all
you-
something. Who is y'all favorite pick that surprised you?
In this draft?
In this draft, who is your favorite pick that you saw go and you're just like, wow, okay.
Okay, I do know that right away. My favorite pick that I saw that really surprised me was the reason that Josh traded for CMC. Is he threw a pick to a linebacker that mossed his running back. So that was how he got ended from the playoffs against Tosh. That's what ended his season, and that's what made him trade for Christian McCaffrey. So, that pick really did surprise me. It was one that you just didn't think the linebacker was
Wow.
going to come up with, but the running back was
Always
a little
finding
bitch
a way
and
to
didn't
get
make a
one in
catch.
on me.
Bro, the running back's got to make a catch there. Tell your man to grow some balls. And so, he brought in McCaffrey, who's the receiving extraordinaire.
This is
I think that'll
fighting
help a lot.
talk.
This is,
What's all
I
this
don't
about?
know. It surprised me. That's all I'm going to say. He asked me what pick surprised me. That's the pick that surprised me.
That's funny.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna
You
go.
You busted.
I'm gonna go a little bit farther into that, and I'm gonna say the pick that surprised me was the Jamal for Saquon Barkley trade. I still haven't let
Oh
that
my
go.
god.
Yeah,
That doesn't even
Like,
have pick
what an
in it,
idiot.
but
Like,
we'll
who
go with
gives
it.
up
We'll go
Jamal
with it.
Adams for Saquon
Hey, it's time for
Barkley?
me to
What
go.
an
I'm sensing a theme here.
What an idiot.
I'm really sensing a theme here.
idiot.
Just
What?
pick on the English guy.
Just pick on.
All right, so I got one more question. For
Hit me.
the Super Bowl coming up, I need your two people you think are going to meet in the Super Bowl next year.
So I don't think it'll be Tosh this year. But I do think it'll be VBD.
Again,
I think
for what is that his third or fourth Super Bowl appearance this year?
I think it'll be his third. But everybody bid on the super high contracts for the corners, and nobody realized that VBD picked up a 88 zone coverage corner that was younger than any of the other contracts on corners, other than like me and like the Vikings or something like that.
Yeah,
I
he can
think
have the 6
VBD
zone coverage, but I had the pick artist corner that got like 11.6 for me. I'm like, that's the pick artist is clutch this year because they actually like make plays on the football.
No, but VBD didn't put a bid on like the top like 3 or 4 corners. You had to go down and figure out like where
Gotcha.
VBD put a bid on. And his dude had like 70 man and 88 zone. and was
Okay.
already ready to have like another upgrade towards whatever position. So VBD is going to have Jamal Adams, Derwin James, his other corner that's already got 95 man or 95 zone, and then another corner that's really close to getting to 90 zone. And
See,
you
let me
have
take
to
a look.
figure it out. And then I think Jack is going to find his way through the NFC like he always does.
Jared, that's a whole lot of zone. You're triggering
Holy
Boone's
crap.
PTSD.
Oh my god. Look at this nonsense, bro. 88 zone coverage, Julian Love.
Yeah,
95
that's
zone
exact-
coverage, 77 zone coverage, 79
He's
zone
checking my
coverage,
facts. I knew what I was talking about, dude. He's checking my
85
facts.
zone cover safety, 94 Derwin James, Jamal Adams. This is ridiculous, bro. Who the hell runs that much zone? These
VBD.
corners
But-
could never live on my team, bro. Period. Not possible.
The
So you say
I'm
that,
not
bro,
gonna go
but the
VBD.
only-
I'm not gonna go VBD in the AFC. I'm gonna go Higgy. I think Higgy's gonna break off this year. I think he's got the roster. They're getting. I think it's either Higgy. I want to say I really want to take the homer pick. To me, I wanted to go with the veteran. I think Higgy's got the playoff experience. But best team in the AFC this year, hands down, it's going to be Brap. Brap has a massive amount of talent on his team thanks to one of the
Who'd
most
you say that?
mediocre. What?
Who'd you say?
B-Rap with the Jags.
Oh yeah, his team is stacked.
Bro, it's nasty. Like you try to play him in the playoffs, he can rush 3, basically drop 8 in the zone, and you can do nothing. I mean, you can't because those guys get instant sheds. I mean, it's disgusting. So, I think he's got the most talent, but I think he's got the skill. And then NFC, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I think Jack's he's got the talent, he's got the skill. Give him his internet connection back, and he's going to just wreck everybody.
But
That
when we
B-Rap
beat-
is the guy who beat you 44-17, Regan, is that right? In the wild card.
Yeah, it was.
The one who absolutely destroyed you. Just is that right? Yeah.
Said he
You
bent
just
him up
you just
to
wanted to
the
make sure
exactly what
make
happened.
sure we were talking about the same person. Yeah, that is the same. No, it was the
Yeah,
other it was
okay.
the other Brap actually. It was
Oh,
the
right,
one his
okay.
his twin brother that has an equally good roster. No, yeah, it was Brap. He
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it, man. If you want to
Fair
watch
enough.
my stream, you can listen, like make a podcast of just me bitching for 60 minutes.
No,
Yeah,
that-
like that stream. I mean, it was like I was rewatching it. I mean, some of those plays, I'm like, yeah, man. Like, wow, what are you gonna do? I mean, it was just like it was one of those things. But it sounded like Boone against I'm trying to remember. There was just one game. Who was it? Was it against Pride? Like, I feel like one. No, it was Brian. It must have been a Brian game because like I heard Boone going off on the mic one time. And it was like, I was like, wow.
Was
all
it
right.
at Brian or was it at my players? Because I've done both. I've absolutely cussed out my players because
Yeah.
they're dropping passes and playing like complete bitches. I've benched players because they're playing like. No, matter of fact, against Brian in the playoffs, I benched my entire starting roster for receivers because they were all playing like punk bitches.
Nice.
I benched them all at half. I could not take it anymore.
Probably a good call, man. If they're playing like punk bitches, just get their asses out of there and tell them to.
Absolutely. If you don't want to catch a ball, you don't have to be on the field.
I don't fault it. Absolutely, I don't fault it.
Now, have y'all looked at schedules yet? Because I mean, I would like to
Oh,
declare
no, I
on
have not.
here. I would like to declare on here that I'm going to the Super Bowl, but then like I
Whoa.
looked at the schedule, right, and oh my god, like it's the back half is so fucking heavy, it's ridiculous. I opened, and mind you, I'm gonna say it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go 7-0 to start the season. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, and I don't give a fuck what my opponents think. And I will call you out right now. That's Bracket. That's the new guy, Drew. That's Sean, the Chiefs. That's Drew again. That's Riot. That's Boxality. And that's Air V. I'm going 7-0. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling my shot. But god damn it, if after that I gotta deal with Wings twice. I gotta deal with Van, Higgy, Doss. I gotta deal with Nick twice. I gotta deal with Jack. That is bullshit. Someone set me up.
I can finally hear you guys, by the way.
Hey,
Hello.
what's up?
I don't know what the fuck all that was about, but screw Discord.
That must have been, yeah.
Damn, dude, you hostile?
Yes, very.
He
I'm
is.
angry.
It's VBD, bro. He's literally violent by
VBD 's
design.
always
it's-
angry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably
What's
one of
up?
the greatest nickname, one of the greatest gamer tags I've ever seen.
So what's all this hate on zone coverage?
Oh, zone coverage is trash. We're done with this
Zone
shit.
coverage is the best.
All man. If you
Let's
don't man
get
up,
it.
you can't play for my team.
I want to revisit something Regan said about my trade with Brackett.
Oh,
He didn't
God.
like it.
Yeah, no, go for it. Honestly, like I really don't see the benefit in that deal. Like I think you gave up 2 studs for like, a practice squad player, extended 2 years who's 27 years old and like a potato. So I don't.
Well,
I don't
I'll
get
give
it.
you my reasoning for it. First, I traded for Hawkinson, so I mean, to use a second TEE in the league, it's not really that common or that useful, to be honest, because especially the playbooks I run, there's not two tight end sets the majority of the time. Secondly, Tyreek Hill's gonna be a fucking snail after this year, or dead, one of the two. So he can go. Him and his 16 million can go away.
Hey, VBD, you realize the dude you were trying to trade Jalen Ramsey for is in this chat, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah, I know. He's going to be good this year. He's going to be good for this year. I mean, he could definitely push somebody over the edge. He's still 96 speed or 95 speed and 96 excel or something like that. So he's still good. But next year, depending on how somebody uses him, he could be trash. So what I was thinking was the guy that I got from Brackett, his defensive tackle is a stud. So now I have 2 stud defensive tackles. So you're not going to be able to run up the middle on me. And you could try, but you're going to die when you do it.
I was about to say that.
And then your linebacker that was on your practice squad has 85 zone for an outside linebacker. So, and he's not slow. So that was my other thing, was he's going to be able to. He's probably one of the better coverage outside linebackers in the entire league.
Yep.
And he's superstar. So I might be able to dev him a little bit more.
All right, VBD. While I have you in, I picked you to go to the Super Bowl.
I heard that. Thanks.
Bad move.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you Jalen
And
Ramsey
lose.
for the offense.
And lose.
But
Oh,
I
Josh.
picked you to go to the Super Bowl. You told me that you were changing up your roster a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What is your biggest plan to take over your division? I know you got that douchebag Joshy in there, and then that new up and coming Dolphins guy since that other douchebag Sean left. So what's your point of contention to get up
Don't talk about Sean.
in that division?
Well, I don't know. You said something about what to take over my division. I mean, we're about to hit season 8, 7? I don't know what number we're in, but I've won like 80% of the division title, so I'm not worried about that.
Ooh,
Josh,
you suck dick.
Well,
No,
That matters
Josh
afterwards,
is a giant pain in the ass to play against, 100%. So I have to make sure that I have him covered at all times. But
No, you just have to have Michael Gallup
That's
covered at all
fair.
times.
That's
yeah. But it's just. I mean, I'm obviously making the Super Bowl and getting into the playoffs. It's just I wasn't happy with where my defense was, so my goal was to ramp up my defense a little bit. And I'm a big believer that I could pretty much turn anybody on offense into an X factor. So that's why I let a couple of my X factors go. So I mean, I'm trying to trade Boyer, not because he's bad, but just because I think I could have got something for him. I didn't get a single offer for Boyer, so that kind of surprised me a little bit. Because I ain't gonna get him any higher than Stark, because I'm not throwing for 5,000 yards a season when people are throwing like 600 yards a game with their quarterback.
Like Regan.
Yeah,
Idiot.
usually when
But
you throw past 10 yards, that's when you get the
I got rid
more
of
yardage.
Josh Rosen. The same reason I got rid of Josh Rosen.
Yeah,
That's why
I mean,
can't get
he's
Darnold to X Factor.
definitely beneficial to people that chuck the ball. Like I was trying to get him to go to who the hell was I trying to get him to go to? I was trying to give him to somebody who actually like chucks the ball on a regular basis. I'm like, dude, he's got 94 throw power. Your guy's got 88. Like that's a huge difference if you're throwing farther than 5 yards downfield. Like huge difference. And they just, I don't know, they must have thought I was raping him somehow. I didn't even offer him a trade yet. So I have no idea.
They
You
just
have
got scared,
that.
like, oh shit,
Right.
DVD's in my DMs. That can't be good.
Yeah, like I mean,
Put
there's
people out here.
Close.
and there's some guys that you can actually like talk to. Like I love trading with Aries. He's really easy to deal with. He
Yes.
offers some trash trades in the beginning, but then eventually he comes back down to earth, and the offers are pretty fair and it's easy to deal with.
He's a car
There's a couple of
salesman.
other guys out there, but
He's a car salesman, dude. Like it's you guys are like one and the same. You're like, so the negotiation. I get this. Others are like they've never negotiated in their life, and they're like, I want everything for nothing, and you're like,
well, I mean, if
that's
you know
not how
anything
this
about
works.
sales, you don't start at the top. You start at the bottom and work your way up and see if you can settle somewhere in the middle or see what the most you can get for it. Unless,
for
of course,
sure.
somebody just offers you Jamal Adams in a first for, Barkley, then you just take it. But,
It was actually first and second.
Absolutely.
You even got a second out of that too.
100%, I get that. Fuck you, Josh.
That was a very long discussion, but
Josh
it
did what
I had my heart set on it.
Josh did what he had to, because I was talking to a few other people about Barkley, and Josh just put an end to the discussion. So he wanted Barkley, he got him. That's what you have to do when you want a player. So I don't blame him at all.
What happened was Josh was getting
what
destroyed
bullshit
by
is this going to be,
Barkley.
Jared?
Josh was getting destroyed by Barkley and was like, yo, let me get that dude off your hands. And then didn't know how to use him. So that's what we come to the conclusion of is Josh is an idiot and doesn't know how to run the football.
We'll see
Well, I
if
don't know.
Brackett can, though.
I don't know
If
that he's
Brackett-
an idiot, but I could see some of that, I guess.
If Brackett uses Saquon even half as well as VBD does, it's gonna make Josh look like a potato. Like it's gonna be fire. I think if he can.
Saquon Barkley does make you look like a totally different user, though.
Oh, 100%.
But in that trade, since I have both of you on here,
Oh God.
in that trade, Josh, first, how do you feel about it after it being a season going about?
I still feel good about it because I had fun for 2 seasons with him. I wasn't getting bored shitless playing, so that's probably the main reason I did the trade. And I've come out the other end of it with it quite good, getting 2 X-Facts out of it. But obviously, I miss my boy Jamal Adams. And when he's sticking me and causing fumbles, I have to just take that L. But no, it's a good storyline anyway, isn't it, for the league and anything for the content.
So you feel good about it? All right, VBD.
I don't feel bad about it. Let's put it that way.
Trade? How do you feel about it?
Oh, I mean, I was happy with it. I mean, he doesn't put up the stats that I would have hoped, but while I've had him, I've had maybe like 3 or 4 X factors on defense at any given time, and it's hard to divvy up the stats. He doesn't do what Derwin does for whatever reason. I have no idea. He does break up a shit ton of passes that doesn't really show on the stat sheet per se. But I mean, he's not replaceable. I mean, I had 4 or 5 people offer me this season. Jack even offered me, and he offered me the best deal, and I just couldn't pull the trigger on him because there's literally no replacing him at safety. There's like 2 of them in the league, and I have 2 of them. So I don't know. I have a hard time giving him up, so I'm happy with it.
All right. So after this amount of time, Josh, who do you think won the trade?
Not me.
He doesn't want to. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not scared to say that I won that one. I won't fight my corner for it, but I enjoyed it.
But you made a move. Like that's all it is. You made a.
Yeah,
I don't think it was really that lopsided. Where I think the reason I won is you can possibly create somebody's slow.
After.
Yeah, well but you can somehow you can get close to creating Barkley to an extent.
Yeah, with the super.
You can't create Josh or you can't recreate Adams at all. Like there's just look at all the safeties that came through. The only good safety I can think of is Nix, and he doesn't have the hit power. So
exactly,
that's the difference.
Yeah, to me, Barkley, all Barkley is the evasive, that he has the super speed or the super spin and the super juke. The biggest thing with Adams is Adams with his enforcer. That is the biggest difference. I say, you want to compare Nick's safety to Adams. They're not even a comparison because all Adams is his enforcer. Enforcer ability is all you need at safety. Like safeties with enforcer are like that's all you need. Just say like they could have potato zone coverage trash as long as they get there at some time, lay the boom, and just knock out the ball. Who cares what zone coverage they have? But the fact that they have good zone coverage is just that much more OP. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I think that but I agree with you. You can't recreate Adams. I think that those 2 safeties, you did a good job. You saw the writing on the wall early in the cycle and said, wait a second, halfbacks are a dime a dozen. We got a bunch of super jukers out here. I'm going to go ahead and get one of those and hope for the best. So smart move.
And
right, I have one more question for you.
Go ahead.
All right, man. Who is playing in the Super Bowl this season?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
hit me with it, bro. I already picked you, dog.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'll be in the playoffs regardless, but I don't know. I played my worst game of the season probably against the Jags in the playoffs. I just played like complete trash. Whether it's because I never played them before or I didn't play Madden in 3 days because it took forever to get to the playoffs for me to play. I don't know. But I'll go with in the NFC. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I mean, it's gonna be a combination of either the Bucks, Jack, or obviously Wings, who, by the way, I said was gonna win or be in a Super Bowl like the minute actually before he even joined. It's somewhere in the chat there.
I agree,
Mhm.
100%. Got a good team, and he ran.
Yep. And then on our side,
Pick me.
I
Pick
think I'm still gonna go with I'm still gonna go with the favorite in the clubhouse with Tosh, but I think his window is closing ever so slightly.
I think, and no offense to Tosh, because I'm going to dominate you this year, but I really think Tosh's window is closed against you. So, like we were talking about in our trade for Jalen Ramsey, I think you have figured it out how to beat him in a one-game series.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, well, our series total for the season, I think, is tied at the moment. But
no, but I'm talking like in a one-game situation for the year. I think you're going to beat him.
it's possible. And I actually gave some Tosh tips away to one of the other guys in the AFC earlier. The thing with Tosh is he's probably one of the smartest guys on defense in the league, and he knows how to take things away from you. So my goal this last couple of seasons on offense, now obviously I just changed that all up, but my goal on offense the last couple of seasons were he has 2 lockdown corners. He's going to put his best 2 corners on your wide receivers, and he's going to take your tight end away or whoever else you throw to. So you have to have more things to throw to than he can cover. So you do that, he loses. But most teams don't have that.
That's not necessarily true.
Why is that?
He has 3 lockdown corners. He has 3 of the top 25 corners.
Luther's good, but I mean, you could find a Luther on pretty much every team. I'm talking about Ward, who is probably the best corner in the league or one of the best, and then you have Greedy, who's
the best corner.
you have Greedy, who has good coverage skills and the speed. He doesn't have the dev, but at this point, it doesn't matter. You know, next season,
Right.
the season after that, it might. But so, but Tosh is very good at taking away what you like to do. So you just got to keep him guessing as best as possible.
So I watched between.
I'm just going to say, boys, I'm going to go. Have a good night. Thanks for the chat.
Yeah, go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Later.
Yeah, we got to wrap this sucker up eventually. This is the longest draft show of existence. We got into the 4th round.
Regan's got to go to bed before he gets corona.
I know, bro. I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much. All right. Well, I'm just glad I got my freaking mic to work and I can hear you guys. So that's all good.
That was awesome. I thought you were pulling a van at first. Like we kind of thought.
Best of luck, everybody, this season. Unless you play me, I hope all your players die in a fire, and I'll see you in the playoffs.
All right.
Peace,
Thanks, BBD.
Later.
All right. Well, that will wrap up our draft show. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. It has been a pleasure. And this is the point in the draft where we are kind of like staring at trash and we're like, do I want this trash player or this trash player? So we'll go ahead and jump off. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening and stay safe out there. Don't catch corona, and we will see you guys later.